For nearly half a century, Voyager 1 has been sailing through the deepest reaches of space, a silent traveler drifting beyond every planet, beyond the reach of sunlight, and into the realm between the stars. Launched in 1977, it was never meant to last this long. Its systems were designed for a 5-year mission, to study Jupiter and Saturn. But year after year, it kept going. And now, it stands as the most distant human-made object in existence, more than 15 billion miles from home. Whispers from the edge. After months of silence caused by a fault deep within its communication system, NASA engineers recently did the impossible. They restored contact with Voyager 1. A faint signal, weaker than a snowflake striking the ground, was heard again after traveling through the void for over 22 hours before reaching Earth. Inside that whisper was data. Information from a place humanity had never touched before. The magnetic highway, a mysterious frontier where the solar wind collides with the forces of the galaxy. Here, the influence of our sun fades. Charged particles from distant stars drift in. And the spacecraft, alone in that vast cosmic sea, measures the balance between them. Scientists have dreamed of exploring this region for decades. Now, thanks to Voyager 1, they can finally see what happens where our solar system ends and interstellar space begins. The readings reveal how magnetic fields twist, how cosmic radiation flows, and how the energy of the galaxy interacts with the boundary of our own star's domain. This knowledge isn't just for curiosity's sake. It will shape the design of the next generation of spacecraft, the ones that may one day follow Voyager 1 beyond the galactic frontier. An aging explorer, Voyager 1 runs on a fading heart, a small plutonium power source that generates less energy each year. Its instruments, built in the 1970s, are ancient by today's standards. Yet they continue to function, sending home measurements that no other machine could ever take. To conserve power, engineers have shut down most systems, leaving only the essentials alive. Recently, they even reactivated a backup radio circuit that had been dormant since 1981, a move no one was sure would work. But it did. Against all odds, Voyager 1 still speaks. Each faint signal it sends is a bridge across time, a handshake between generations of engineers separated by half a century of progress. It is a living reminder that even old technology can outlast its creators when guided by human determination. The magnetic highway, the region Voyager 1 now explores, is unlike anything in the solar system. Here, the solar wind, a stream of charged particles from our sun, slows and bends as it meets the material between the stars. It is a turbulent zone, rich with plasma waves and magnetic ripples, constantly reshaped by invisible forces. Scientists call it the magnetic highway because along this path, particles from both the sun and the galaxy flow in opposite directions, a cosmic crossroad where two realms meet. Understanding this place could tell us where the true edge of the sun's influence lies, and perhaps reveal how stars like ours interact with the galaxy around them. For future explorers, this knowledge will be essential. It will help protect astronauts from radiation, guide navigation beyond the heliosphere, and maybe one day, prepare humanity for travel to other star systems. The message it carries, yet Voyager 1 is not just a scientific instrument, it's also a messenger. Bolted to its side is the Golden Record, a copper disc coated in gold, carrying the story of our world. It holds pictures of life on Earth, our oceans and mountains, our cities, animals, and people. It holds greetings in 55 languages, the sounds of laughter and wind, and music that spans the cultures of humanity, from Bach to tribal songs, from drums to flutes, from heartbeats to thunder. Etched into its surface are instructions for how to play it and the location of our planet among the stars. It is not a tool. Far beyond the planets, past the faint glow of the sun, there drifts a tiny traveler, a piece of human creation now over 15 billion miles from home. That traveler is Voyager 1, the most distant object ever made by human hands. Launched in 1977, it was never meant to last this long. Its original mission was simple: explore Jupiter and Saturn, send back pictures, and then continue onward until its power ran out. But what happened next became one of the greatest stories in the history of exploration. Decade after decade, through solar storms and cosmic radiation, Voyager 1 kept going. And somehow, it's still going. It has crossed into a realm no spacecraft has ever entered before: interstellar space, where the solar wind fades and the galaxy begins. For the first time, we are seeing what lies beyond the Sun's protective bubble. A place filled with high-energy cosmic particles, invisible magnetic fields, and the faint whisper of plasma waves that echo through the void. Every signal from Voyager 1 takes more than 22 hours to reach Earth, tiny bursts of information that travel across the vast emptiness between the stars. Each one is a miracle. Each one is a voice from the edge of forever. A machine that became a messenger. Voyager 1 was built to observe, to measure, to record, yet, somewhere along the way, it became something more. It became a messenger of humanity. On board is a small golden disc, the Golden Record, carefully designed to outlast the Earth itself. Etched onto that record are the sounds and images of our world. The crash of ocean waves, the rustle of wind, a child's laughter, greetings in 55 languages, and music that spans centuries. From Beethoven to tribal drums, it is the soundtrack of our planet. Carved into its metal surface is a message for whoever might find it: how to play it, where we are, and how our species once reached outward into the stars. It's not a message of power or conquest. It's a message of existence, a quiet whisper saying, we were here. We lived. We dreamed. And we reached out. Voyager 1 carries not just our science, but our soul, proof that curiosity is our greatest invention. The dimming light Voyager 1 is powered by the slow decay of plutonium, a nuclear heart that grows weaker every year. To conserve power, NASA engineers have shut down most of its instruments, one by one. The cameras went dark decades ago. Now, only a few sensors remain active, measuring cosmic radiation, interstellar magnetic fields, and the hum of plasma beyond the Sun's reach. The day will come when its energy finally runs out. When the last computer flickers, when its transmitter falls silent, and its faint radio signal disappears into the noise of the galaxy. That moment will mark the end of communication, but not the end of Voyager. Because even without power, the spacecraft will continue its endless journey, drifting silently between the stars for millions of years, untouched by time. Long after the mountains of Earth have eroded and our cities have turned to dust, Voyager 1 will still be out there, a relic of when humanity first reached for the cosmic shore. The echo of a species, perhaps one day, far in the future, another civilization will detect it. They may find the Golden Record, decode its messages, and hear our greetings. They'll listen to the heartbeat of our planet, thunder, birds, human voices, and realize that once, a small civilization near a yellow star tried to say hello. Or maybe no one will ever find it. Maybe it will drift forever, unseen and unheard. But even that doesn't diminish its meaning. Because Voyager 1 was never about being found. It was about hope. Hope that our curiosity could outlast our lifetime. Hope that exploration could unite us beyond borders and generations. Hope that even in the vast emptiness, our voice would not be lost. Voyager 1 reminds us that distance cannot silence discovery, and time cannot erase curiosity. It proves that even from a small, fragile planet orbiting an ordinary star, we dared to send a message into eternity. The meaning of Voyager: every bit of data Voyager 1 sends is more than science. It's a conversation between humanity and the cosmos. A signal that says, there is still more to learn. There is still more to see. And the journey has only just begun. Voyager 1 carries not just instruments, but the light of a species that refuses to stop asking questions. It's a cosmic reminder that exploration is not about where we go, but why we go, because we need to know what lies beyond the horizon. As it sails through the eternal dark, Voyager 1 carries the essence of who we are: dreamers, explorers, storytellers, bound together by the desire to understand our place in the universe. A message to the future: someday, the last signal from Voyager 1 will fade into static. When that day comes, it won't be a failure, it will be a triumph. Because even in silence, it will still speak. It will still drift onward, carrying our music, our greetings, and our story through the galactic sea. Somewhere in that darkness, Voyager 1 will continue to say, in its own quiet, steady way, "We were here. We tried to understand. And we never stopped listening."